fascist USA. No cops, no KKK, no 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 fascist USA. No KKK, no fascist USA. No cops, no KKK, no fascist USA. No cops, no KKK, no fascist USA. No KKK, no fascist USA. No cops, 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 no KKK, no fascist USA. All right, y'all, make some noise. Come on now. What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! We are here! We are here! We are here! We are here! It's all right, we're here! And we're gonna make some noise! And we're gonna make hell! Until they give us our freedom! Until they give us our rights! We are here on this day to celebrate Black lives! Black lives! Black lives! Black women! Black women! Black LGBTQ people! Black trans! Black girls! Black boys! Black women! Black men! Black lives! And I need you to understand that this is not a game! People are dying! People are suffering! And the rest of America celebrates this day. And so many people in this country, so many black people in this country see this day as a day of pain, as a day of hurt, because America kept going and left us in this rearview mirror. And so many thoughts go through black people's minds. And I actually wrote a poem that I would like to share with you today. And when I say it, these aren't just words that I decided to come up with. These are things that go through my mind, that go through many black people's minds in America on a day-to-day basis, whether it's in the classroom, trying to still get the great grades, when it's working in your job and still trying to get the promotion. There's so many things that black people in this country deal with. There's so much weight that we have to carry around on a day-to-day basis, while other people walk their dogs, while other people sit and enjoy their meal, seeing us march on the streets, fighting for our lives. And so the title of this poem is called Through Our Eyes. When you look into my eyes, what do you see? Look a little deeper. What do you really see? They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. If that's the case, then why the hell you can't look me in my eyes? Is my soul not pure enough? My eyes do bleed red, just not white nor blue. You tell me my people are free, but that's a lie I've learned to live with. Why, you might ask? The last time I checked, people who have darker melanin have more hands on steel cage bars than we've ever had before. The last time I checked, strangers who share a darker complexion are still overwhelmingly being segregated when it comes to overpopulated prisons, outdated textbooks, over-police ghettos. The last time I checked, those who carry the weight of a blacker pigmentation are seen as unsolvable math problems well before we are seen as hardworking people. Gun-holding thugs well before we are seen as law-abiding citizens. I remember the first time I was called a nigger. And I've never felt so much rage in my life. And words don't usually get to me. But maybe transgenerational trauma is real. And I mention all of this to ask again, when you look into our eyes, what do you see? Let me tell you what we see. Through our eyes we see pain. Because waterfalls can't stop flowing from others' eyes after holding on to lifeless hands of children murdered by a system that never gave a damn about it in the first place. Through our eyes we see anger. Anger after seeing new neighbors welcomed with open arms, Whole Foods and coffee shops, when all we received are eviction notices, displaced from communities your families have invested in for generations. Through our eyes we see struggle. The ongoing struggle of being demonized for being to us, while others who do not share our identity are praised by society for the same actions. Through our eyes we see strength. Strength in those who have been stripped of the bare essentials for months on end and still figure out how to make ends meet. Through our eyes we see power. Power in our subtle nods, raised fists, black thoughts. Because of that past we have in common, we have no proof for the crumbs we have fought for, nor the fistfuls we plan to take, as well as simply reclaiming the American pie our ancestors were forced to make. If at any time you thought it was okay to borrow our culture, I invite you to do it now. But instead of our rhythmic and lyrical sounds, or interwoven locks, or viral dances, appropriate our pain. The pain of not being responsible for the devastation of your past due to your skin color, but still being responsible for the development of your future while others continue to reap what your ancestors have sown. Appropriate our anger, the anger of millions whose loved ones are still locked up in prison due to a war they never asked for, while our white counterparts dominate the cannabis industry, creating generational wealth in the process. Appropriate our depression, because you know communities such as Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, communities where your grandparents own their own restaurants and movie theaters and hospitals and homes, which would have lifted you out of your poverty today if it had not been for people, enemies of your skin, burning it all to the ground with no expectation to build it back up. And when you continue to appropriate our pain, our anger, our depression, our trauma for generations, maybe, just maybe you'll be able to understand that what is happening today in America is far from liberty, far from justice, far from equality. So until then, I challenge you to reflect on what it truly means to see through black eyes. I challenge you to reflect on what it truly means to be American, regardless of the bullshit they tell us that we celebrate on this day. Because whether you want to admit it or not, black history is your history too. Thank you.